Hello dear viewers, it is once again time for the news here on Rwanda Television with me, Serishan Hori. We'll begin with the headlines as is always. The inauguration ceremony of President Paul Kagame has taken place in Kigali City, attended by thousands including various dignitaries from different countries. Now the details. President Paul Kagame has pledged to continue collaborating with Rwandans to ensure that together the positive outcomes he envisions for the nation can be achieved. The commitment was part of his address after taking the oath of office to lead the country for the next 5 years. Olive Ntete with the details.
Jewe Kagame Paul ndahiriye u Rwanda ku mugaragaro.
President Paul Kagame took the oath of office in front of thousands of Rwandans and friends of Rwanda, including heads of state and other dignitaries who gathered at Amahoro Stadium. The oath was received by Dr. Nteziryayo Faustin, the President of the Supreme Court. General Mubarak Muganga, the Chief of Defense Staff, presented President Kagame with the key symbols of the nation, including the Constitution, the flag, and the emblem of the Republic of Rwanda. He was also given a shield and a sword, symbolizing his duty to protect the country's sovereignty and security, and was presented with the national anthem. In his address, President Kagame expressed his gratitude to Rwandans for once again placing their trust in him. He noted that the election results and the high level of participation in the campaigns demonstrated the people's desire to actively shape their future.
Ntabwo ari imibare gusa ahubwo
It isn't just about numbers. There is a much deeper meaning behind what all of us saw and experienced. That reality is undeniable. It stems from the spirit of togetherness among Rwandans, as well as a shared determination to be the owners of our future. To many, the slogan "Niwowe," meaning it is you. But actually, in reality, it is not me alone. Nimwebwe ni twese. It's all of us together.
President Paul Kagame expressed his gratitude to the guests who came to support him on this significant occasion. He emphasized that the primary focus for Rwandans is to build themselves and strengthen their unity. He highlighted that trust, resilience, and justice are essential pillars for the country's future development. Addressing the attendees of his swearing ceremony, President Kagame reminded them that while they expressed their desire for his continued leadership during the campaign, the journey ahead requires collective effort. He stressed that achieving more than what has been accomplished in the past is possible when people are united, and that development is not merely a dream, but a reality within reach through unity.
Ubu rero tugomba kongera kureba imbere ahazaza.
Now our focus returns to the future. For the past 30 years, our country has been achieving so many good things. However, there are so many things that we haven't achieved yet, but that we shall achieve in the coming years. This new mandate means the beginning of even more hard work so that what we want to achieve, we can achieve it. Why not do even better than we have done? That expectation to keep improving is not a dream, it is realistic. We can do it, and we will do it.
Residents who attended the swearing ceremony of President Paul Kagame expressed their confidence in his ability to bring positive changes in the coming years. According to the Constitution of the Republic of Rwanda, starting from 2024, the presidential term will be 5 years, with a maximum of 2 terms allowed. Olive Ntete, RTV News.
President Paul Kagame has emphasized that the country's sovereignty is not a questionable principle, asserting that no one should determine the vision of other nations. He reiterated this during his speech at the swearing-in ceremony on Sunday. Adam Squizera with more on that.
Jewe Kagame Paul ndahiriye u Rwanda ku mugaragaro. ko ntazahemukira Repubulika y'u Rwanda.
August 11th, 2024 has been a historic day for Rwandans, especially for over 2 million first-time voters who played a pivotal role in determining the outcome of the elections. After the RPF Inkotanyi flag bearer, His Excellency Paul Kagame secured a landslide victory with 99.18% of the votes. This victory embodies the commitment to continuing Rwanda's development journey across multiple sectors, with security serving as the essential foundation. In his speech, President Paul Kagame highlighted that Rwanda's history over the past 3 decades has ignited fire of hope, resilience, and justice.
Over the past 3 decades, what Rwandans have managed to accomplish is even more than we expected. Indeed, it is beyond what words can describe, given where we started from. Our tragic past ignited a fire in each one of us, the fire of hope, resilience, and justice. This is who we have become.
On the security matters, President Kagame noted that despite being a priority, the peace that has been lacking, particularly in the Eastern DRC, has emphasized that cannot be delivered by anyone from anywhere.
Peace in our region is a priority for Rwanda. Yet, it has been lacking, particularly in Eastern DRC. But peace cannot be delivered by anyone from anywhere, no matter how powerful, if the party most directly concerned does not do what is needed. Without that, the sincere mediation efforts by the mandated regional leaders cannot work as intended.
President Paul Kagame emphasized that the country's sovereignty is unquestionable, asserting that no one should determine the vision of other nations.
This is a time to reflect on the kind of world we want our children to live in. As a global community, we have more in common than we think. And within us, we always have the tools to repair, to renew, and to reset. It does not mean that we have to agree on everything, but we must respect each other's choices, all of us, doing the best we can in our unique contexts. There is no longer room for the powerful to impose their vision about how others ought to live. Or to create narratives that falsify the truth. This must always be resisted, even when under pressure. But there is also no possible excuse for injustice wherever it occurs, whether committed against us.
The head of state emphasized that no external entity should determine the governance of the African continent. He asserted that the African nations have the sovereignty and capability to determine their own paths and make decisions that align with their unique context and aspirations.
We Africans are people who have consistently fought injustice. We don't need any lessons about how best to do so. And we must all humbly acknowledge the necessity to adapt our political and governance systems to our specific conditions and the expectations of our citizens. Like everyone else, what matters most to us is to see our people living safe, healthy, and dignified lives.
Mheshimiwa Samia Suluhu Hassan, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
The presidential inauguration ceremony was attended by 20 heads of state, 4 vice presidents, 2 prime ministers, and the heads of regional organizations, 3 former heads of state and government, and many heads of delegation. This ceremony included the parade from the Rwanda Defense Force RDF and the Rwanda National Police, as well as the performance by the National Ballet, Urukerereza. Adam Squizera, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Adams. Now, people who followed the swearing-in ceremony of President Paul Kagame from beyond the Amahoro Stadium were pleased to be able to watch the event from their homes or while engaged in other activities, thanks to technology and access to media platforms. Olive Nete with the details.
Some residents who followed the swearing ceremony of President Paul Kagame were at home, in bars, hotels, and other public places. They accessed the event through various platforms of Rwanda Broadcasting Agency, including RwandaTV, Radio Rwanda, and social media platforms. They appreciated the technology that allowed them to watch the event while continuing with their work and providing various services.
Honestly, I didn't miss much since we couldn't all fit into the Amahoro Stadium. As you can see, I'm following the event on radio and I'm also nearby the stadium.
We followed the event on TV while also carrying out services serving clients, and they were also following on TV.
In his message, I appreciated one particular statement. Thank you for the trust you have shown me. But that same trust must be supported. We also feel that we should back him in all his programs and initiatives for the country's progress. It's important to support him throughout, as he cannot achieve anything on his own. What President Kagame has achieved is bringing Rwandans together in peace. Previously, there were conflicts and problems among people due to the country's past history. However, he set aside all of these issues and placed the Rwandan people at the center of his efforts. He focused on what could benefit Rwandans from start to end, and all of his actions have been for the benefit of Rwandans.
At the swearing ceremony of President Paul Kagame, Amahoro Stadium hosted 45,000 people. Additionally, many others followed the event from their homes via TV and radio, while those in the diaspora watched through various channels.
Now, those who attended the inauguration of the president have expressed their readiness to embrace the positive changes he will bring about. They affirmed their commitment to cooperating in both development activities and in safeguarding the progress that the country has already made. Olive Nete once more.
In the early hours, people from across the country began arriving peacefully at the stadium where the event took place. They expressed that this is an occasion they hold in high regard. The reason I arrived early in this event is that a good woman should wake up early and do her very best to welcome visitors. Attending the inauguration shows that my efforts during the campaign across the country were not in vain. It also reflects the progress of women, as now we have a voice and the development of our entire country.
As young people, we came together to wish our president well and to offer our support for his next term in office, because he is the leader we all believe in for the bright future of our country. We also hope that other nations around the world can learn from this example.
Today is a joyful day for me. President Paul Kagame has taken the oath of office in broad daylight, witnessed by many people and the entire world. He's our president, Kagame of the Rwandans. Among the participants at the event were Rwandans from the diaspora. The event featured performances by various artists, providing entertainment and making it a memorable occasion. Attendees not only enjoyed the festivities but also felt a deep sense of pride in the message delivered by the head of state. Young children were accommodated in a specially designed ECD for the day, allowing parents to attend the event peacefully. The children were well cared for, with opportunities to play and receive meals. The ECD manager highlighted that this arrangement is a testament to good governance. The presence of this ECD center helped us in many ways. It allowed parents attending the event to participate freely and comfortably, knowing that their children were in a safe place where they wouldn't go hungry and could receive various services. Drawing from the slogan Niwowe, meaning it's you, often used by his supporters, President Paul Kagame emphasized that the journey of development involves not just him alone, but all Rwandans together. The event was held at Amahoro Stadium, which also hosted the inauguration ceremony in 2017. At that time, the stadium accommodated 25,000 people. Following renovations, it now hosts around 45,000 attendees. Olive Nete, RTV News.
As always, I am glad you are able to join us for this edition. On behalf of the rest of the team that made it possible, thank you for watching Rwanda Television. Stay with us for more programs, and I hope you have a great week ahead of you. Goodbye.